Hi Facebook, how is everybody doing? I'm tidying up my kitchen. Thought, let's go live and make it a bit more interesting as I do this. So let me tell you the whole story as well. Well, I won't tell you the whole story, I'll be here for hours. But basically, I'm gearing up to launch some new episodes on the podcast. So if you're a fan of the podcast, whoop whoop. In fact, let me know if you're a fan of the podcast. Comment below. And let me know what you would like to see coming up, because I've got, I put one post up the other day in a closed group, and now I have over 100 people all saying they want to be interviewed. So that's amazing. But it would be really great to know what you would like to see from the podcast. If there's anything specific you would like to hear me talk about, if there's anything specific you would like me to interview people about as well, then comment below and let me know, or you can send me a direct message if you would prefer. So this morning, I was getting my kids ready for school, and holy moly, I mean, every morning is stressful, right? But today was next level, and we all left the house stressed out to the max, and in particular, my eldest son. And anyway, I got them to school and I dropped them off, and I had a good chat with him before he left, because I'm a huge fan of not... I don't like going to bed on an argument, and I don't like saying goodbye when, there's been any kind of negativity or argument. Not for any reason other than it has the power to govern your entire day. And if you don't squish it, it can just overshadow your whole day. So that was all good. And he went into school and everyone was happy, and that was fine. And I got back in the car, and then I had a really good idea. And I was like, I know what I could do. I could record a quick audio each morning after the school run, either go live or do it on an audio thing, and just kind of break down or download what happened that morning. Because I would say most days there's a challenge, for one reason or another, and it's either me losing my shit or someone else losing theirs. And I just thought maybe I would call it the school run sessions, and it would be little tiny snippet episodes of me just chatting about what's happened that day, right? So, and the other reason I thought that would be a good idea was because I'd already started thinking about what had happened and why it had got to me like that, and why he was behaving that way too. And I just think there's a lesson to be found in whatever struggle you're facing, whether it's a minute one. I mean, to me, that's a pretty minor struggle. It comes with the territory of being a mum. You're going to be fraught anytime you're trying to get 3 children out of the house and yourself in a short space of time, when everybody's tired and everyone's got their own agenda and everybody's trying to be in their own lane. Hi Renee, if you're here, say hi. I can see there are people watching, but I can't see who you are except for Renee. Your name's just popped up. But you can't get in and out of the house. I mean, it's going to be confronting, right? So I mean, I guess step number 1 for me is I try not to expect it to be any different because it's just a world of disappointment otherwise. So anyway, I was like, I'm going to do the school run sessions, and it's going to allow me to work through my own stress. Because this morning, once my kids had gone in, I was like, oh, that's such a stressful start to my day. So I wanted to unpack it. And sometimes I would do that in journaling, but I was like, well, why don't I record a little short podcast episode? Then I can share it and it might be useful. So I sat in my car. Obviously I have Sophia with me. I hit record. I started to record this episode, and for some unknown reason, Sophia decided she was just going to yell as loud as she could. And she was going blah, 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 blah constantly when I was trying to talk. And even though you couldn't hear it, I mean, you could hear it on the recording, but it wasn't kind of getting in the way of what I was saying. But I couldn't think straight. I was just like, oh my God. So then I got grumpy because I was like, oh, I'm trying to take my inspired action. I'm trying to do something that I think would be good. And, I was like, that would have really de-stressed me. And I thought it was a good idea. And I thought people would like it. Anyway, I got a bit grumpy and I didn't do it. But anyway, now I'm here in my kitchen. Let's be honest about what this is. This is really me procrastinating because I don't want to load my dishwasher. So I thought I'll go live instead. But I've thought I would come back and talk about the thing I was going to talk about this morning. And that was that in that stressful circumstance, and in that time this morning, there were lessons flying at me left, right and centre. They were just dropping in left, right and centre. And I think I've taught myself now to just be aware of that. It doesn't always mean that it's going to change how I'm acting. I'm not, I'm a human being. I'm not a superhuman. So I can still be a brat for sure, and I can still be grumpy. But I just find that it's almost like the little lessons get shelved, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Let's keep hold of that. Let's go back to that later. And I was talking to Louis because Louis was grumpy, and basically he was grumpy because he'd had his iPad taken away. Procrastinating, yeah, it's a thing. Hashtag procrastinating, absolutely. He was grumpy because he'd had his iPad taken away, and I'd said he couldn't watch YouTube this evening. The reason I'd done that is because he was back-chatting me, he was being sassy, and the reason he was being sassy was because he wasn't doing the things he was being asked to do. And so I was trying to explain to him, once it had all died down and when we were on our way into school, I was trying to explain to him, like, dude, I said, the situation that you're pissed about right now, I didn't say pissed, but the situation you're pissed about right now is of your creation. You've created that through your choices. And as I was speaking, it was like, I felt like the universe was going, yeah. I was like, you just can't expect things to line up for you if you're not willing to put in the work. Yeah. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, I wonder if sometimes the universe speaks to us through us. Next time you are reprimanding your child or moaning to a friend or tearing strips off your husband or whoever it may be, if you can, turn it around on yourself and be like, what about this speech did I need to hear? What about this speech did I need to hear? How many times have you given your friend advice and then at some point gone, oh, I should really take some of my own advice, right? It's a thing. We should definitely be taking our own advice. And so this morning I was like, oh yeah, look what's happened there. That's an affirmation that anything I'm grumpy about right now, anything I'm pissed about, anything that I'm stamping my foot and going, that's not fair, I've created that. And I've created that. It's not that the universe has slapped me with that as a punishment. It's not like, the universe doesn't look at you and go, oh, you didn't do your journaling today, so you're going to have a shit day. Like, it's not like that. There is no punishment and there is no reward either. There's just what we create. That's it. You create what you create. I've currently created a bit of a mess in my kitchen, and now I'm creating a highly motivational live stream because then I can tell myself it's okay that I didn't clean the kitchen, because instead I inspired the masses of people that are watching right now, all 2 of you. That's the thing. That is the thing. So the next time you are moaning at anyone, whoever it may be, just see if you have the presence of mind to ask yourself, what about this speech did I need to hear as well? What could I learn from that? Now, I also want to say that, the title of the live stream, or the title of the podcast, because this is going out on the podcast as well, was how to find the lessons in the struggle. And, as I said at the top of this morning, to me, that was a very minor struggle. In fact, not really struggle at all, just part and parcel of what a day can look like. And, it's like an everyday stress that can happen. But I think even if you're in a situation where you are being very, very tested and very, very confronted, there are definitely lessons to be learned. And again, I don't believe that you're experiencing that struggle because you deserve it. I don't think you're experiencing that struggle because anybody has given it to you through punishment or to serve you right or anything like that. I just think sometimes life is life, and we are on this path and we don't know from one minute to the next what's going to come our way. We don't know how our lives are going to change. We don't know what's going to come up and be taken away from us or given to us. Right, that's a weird, strange noise. One moment. Sophia, you coming out? Come on. Yay. Here she she is, everyone. It's the star of the show, Sophia. Say hi. Mwah. If you're listening to this on the podcast, but you want to see the cuteness that is my little girl, then go and find the live stream. This is on Facebook right now, but we will definitely put this up on the website as well. By the way, have you guys seen my new website? It's not a new name, it's still lilybadcock.com, but I've beautified it. So you definitely need to go and check it out. And at some point, when I get my act together, I'm going to be putting these little live streams that I do up somewhere on the site so that you can go back and almost have it as like a little library. So you can just go and see what there is. There's also links to the podcast, obviously. And moving forward, these live streams are also going to be podcast episodes. So whether your preference is video or audio or whatever, or even blogging, like I'm blogging as well. I'm doing all the things. I'm ignoring all of the rules that say you should stick to one, and I'm doing it all. But trying to tie it all together a little more so that you can just, you know, you don't have to then listen to the podcast, watch the video and read the blog. You can just choose the one that works best for you. I think you might have given me a little present in your nappy. Have you given me a present in your nappy? Okay, we're going to wrap it up there because that is definitely a sign to end this now. And this was only supposed to be short and sweet as well. So I hope you got something from this. If you loved it, please share. Go ahead and share the link to the podcast. Go ahead and share the live stream. Tell your friends all about it. We'll be back again soon. You're going to say bye. Say bye. Thanks for watching. Back again soon. Bye.